What is good, y'all? SGG gang, it's your boy SmooveGotGame back with another Detroit Tigers rebuild video, and today we are continuing on with this, I don't know what you want to call it, shocking start to the season. We are 1-4 coming off of our first full series and game one against the Colorado Rockies here. And it's been a shocking start. I did not think we would start out like this, but there's still plenty of season left. It's only 5 games out of 162. Long ways to go to turn this around. So if you guys are ready for that turnaround, hit the like button, comment down below what you guys think of the series, and subscribe. Help your boy reach that goal of 1K. Let's keep pushing it, man, so that way we can monetize these videos and get better content out for you guys. But hope you guys are ready, man, because we're going to be going through a big chunk of this month, as well as focusing on our minor league players too as well. Now, I didn't want to get through the first week to get to our first scouting period or second scouting period of the season, but Casey Mize is in the middle of a complete game shutout, it looks like. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. And there's a runner at second base trying to spoil the fun. He's already got 8 Ks on the day, only giving up 6 hits. So it's a pretty strong start from him, considering last year he was very inconsistent and more or less on the bad side. This is a great way for him to go ahead and start out a new year. And the first thing he's doing is facing up against Noel, who's 1 for 3 on the day already. He's got a great chance here to put these Cubs finally on the board, but he lifts this one off to Green out in the outfield. This will be an easy catch and grab. And that'll get us through the 8th and forcing us into the 9th inning. 97 pitches deep at this point, and he's got to face 5, 6, and 7 to get this complete game shutout locked up and locked away for the first one of the season. At least I think it's the first one of the season for the squad. First one for him for sure, as this one gets popped out into foul territory. Luis Torrens, he's 0 for 3 on the day. We would love to make that 0 for 4 on the 100th pitch here. Swing and a miss on that slider. Now we got him right where we want him, 1-2. We go right back to it. Nope, we're going to get him looking on the sinker and on the hands. Froze him. Probably thought that slider was coming again, and he just didn't have enough reaction time for it. So now we got Frenchie Cordero. He pops this one out to Morris Jones. Easily played. And they're down to their final out. Brendan Davis. Last hope for the Cubs to try to get on the board. It's only 2 runs, too, so if he can make something happen, this is his pop back. But Verling has too much speed. I just think that if that's Torkelson or any of our other guys that play first base, they're probably not getting to it. But that 90 speed of Verling and the versatility to play first base really helped out in that one and got us a very key and crucial dub. You know, the season hasn't been looking too strong for us, so any victories we can get, we'll take it, especially a complete game shutout. 9 innings, 6 hits, ended up with 9 Ks. For us batting, only 7 hits on the round, but we were able to bring 2 across. Torres is the only extra base hit with 7. Vladimir Guerrero got the only RBI. That officially counted at 11. And I guess we just kind of scored the other one based off the 2 other errors that they had. So great team victory here. We got to cut down those strikeouts, though. I see that hit 13. And it's time for scouting, which is what I wanted to get into. Adam Little, somebody that we've been looking at. With us having like a mid pick, you know, at 14. He's 24 on our board now after scouting a little bit further. Looking like he's slipping to the B potential realm. Contact is still pretty high. His vision is high. His discipline's okay. Fielding and reaction speeds are good. Which for first base, that's all I need. You know, he doesn't need arm strength or accuracy. And it looks like his powers will be about mid-tier. You know, 60s is something that you can still do some damage with. So this looks like a strong candidate for our first round pick. Now, of course, there are some other ones though here. Ranked 50th on our board, 51st overall. Still has high potential. Still can come in with a decent overall. His power and contacts were all in the blues, as well as his vision. Here we have Aldo Cabrera. He's got green power moves here. Fielding looks like he's going to be good. Contact looks like it's upper 60s, low 70s, which you can still work with. Ryan McCarthy here from Canada. A chance for B potential. Contact's really high. Power looks like it's going to be solid, so he's going to be an overall hitter. Looking more like a DH candidate there at pick 75, which we do have a pick around there, 2 second-round picks. Maybe we go first baseman a little bit later if I feel more comfortable about him as we get more percentages. That's why I'm scouting these guys in big groups, big chunks, so I can see who actually is worth, okay, I can put 1 full scout on you to get more information like this. I mean, decent potential, but there was nothing there that shows me that I need to scout him any further, like one-on-one. That's why he's just going to get the group scouting. Same thing goes for our left fielders. We're looking at them in a group setting too. David Valenzuela, 31st on our board, and he has a lot of power, it looks like. Vision will be low. Speed will be high, though, so a power-speed combination in the outfield, which could be good. Now, here we have a full-time hitter with actually good arm strength and accuracy, just not good fielding ability, so he'd have to work on that, but looks like he's got great contact, great vision. Kirby Ridgway out of Jamaica, 104 on our board, 103 on the draft board. That could be a 3rd round selection, maybe a 4th round selection. If we get something that good that late, I might have to take. Bruce Clean here, not too much good. Oliver Horton, decent contact versus left, discipline. But other than that, not too much I'm seeing here at 135. So not too much back end late talent in the left field department. You see Dana Rabina looking kind of soft. Geraldo Baez looking kind of soft. So we'll stay with left fielders internationally, first baseman internationally. Now go ahead and finish up Adam Little just to solidify to see, is that somebody I'm going to go with that 13th pick or not? Because we got to figure out what we're doing with that first pick. He's got to hit. Now, from hitting on that first round pick to somebody that we thought we at least hit on, but it's kind of cold this year, Keith Clemens. Seeing some aggression in contact versus left, discipline, arm accuracy. And so far this year, he's hitting under 100 with an on base under 200. As he only has 2 hits on the year and 26 at-bats. One of those 2 hits is a double. 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. It has been a very bad start to the season for the can't say former because it was just last year. Former Rookie of the Year. So beginning into a player lock game with him after winning Rookie of the Year, it has not looked good for him at all. We've had to even slide him down the lineup. He's hitting out the 6th spot, and we'll see if that can kind of jumpstart him to get back to normal. He's going up against Zach Eflin today as we face off against the Cubs yet again. That one hit off the mound right over the second base, and he got it. I was just about to say got a base hit up the middle, but the mound bounced it over just enough to the second baseman to make a play on it. Thankfully, we still have a 2-0 lead here, and he's still making plays with his glove as that is a nice line drive catch. Got to have better defense. We had way too many errors last year as a team, so I'm glad to see the defense playing a little bit better. Gets the screw curve on the outside. Just unlucky that he chops it into the dirt, and that'll be out number 1 in that inning. And Keith, he's a centerpiece for the team. I think we can build around him. So this slow start is kind of scary. But I also think it's something that he can break out of. I think it's just an early season slump to kind of back up from what he did last year. Because, those were pretty high expectations. Almost hit 30 home runs. That hit 280. To have to duplicate that again while being young is something that could be scary. So he might just be a little shell-shocked here to start the year. I have confidence that he's going to get it going. Now we're up 4-0 here as James Italian is in long relief work here. And there goes a base hit, finally. Just his 3rd hit of the season. And we were able to go ahead and accomplish that. As now he's on second base. 62 speed. Something you can do work with. Fernando Gonzalez, another rookie that is coming right up. And I think that's something I've done a good job about doing too. This is the second time I've been able to draft somebody that's come up to the league relatively quickly. Keith Clemens and Morris Jones, I say 3rd, Morris Jones, and now with Fernando Gonzalez, that's 3 players in the last 2 drafts that we've been able to draft and pretty much get right up to the major league roster after only a year in the minors because of how well they played, not only in the minor league system, but how well they played in spring too. As we walk away to this game with a dub 5-0, it's all about watching their progression. It's not so much watching the overall. How well are you performing? Is it warranted to give you the opportunity for the next step? And then when I give you the next step, are you still balling out? That's something that all 3 of those players have done time and time again. And you see here today, Morris Jones, 3 for 5, a homer, 2 RBIs. He's coming back into form. He's hitting 267 now. See, you just got to wait for your players to get out of their slump sometimes. Akil Baddoo's hitting over 400. Vladimir is hitting over 3. Gonzalez is hitting over 300 as a rookie. Matt Manning, 7 1/3, 4 hits, 4 Ks. He's having great starts this year. Guerrero's hit his 4th home run. Gonzalez and Jones' 1st of the seasons. Fernando Gonzalez, 1st home run of his career. Came in today's game, and you see Harry Ford, our catcher, actually hit a triple. That's why you go get a catcher with some speed. And now we'll go ahead and take our trip down for the brief moment to the minor league system. I always talk about watching guys and how they progress. Some of the guys that I have my eyes on are down here, AA. And one, namely, Leo Franco here. Had a bad start, 5 2/3, 3 earned, 4 Ks in his first start of the year. But he's somebody I got my eyes on to see if he can make the move up to AAA. Same thing here with Santiago Nieve. He lost his start too as well, though. 4 2/3, 4 earned, 7 Ks. And now we're going to go to the batting side and focus on some guys that we just recently drafted. Russell Jones. Good contact numbers, even better power numbers. Vision is low, though. Defense is average as a whole. His fielding ability is great. Arm strength, reaction time, arm accuracy, all about average. So he's doing good to start the season, though. Batting 500, hitting actually 6 for 12, 1 run, 2 doubles. He's good at the plate. And I looked at some of these quirks. I don't want to show these off too much, but he excels at hitting the fastball and plays better when his team is behind. So hopefully we see more of that first quirk rather than the second one. But he'll go up against Tristan Beck here as we go take a player lock game down in the minor league systems. And third base, we're looking kind of good. Not a whole lot of high potential, but a lot of guys that are in their 70s already. I think Morris Jones here, as you guys just saw, was 71. He wasn't a part of the battle, unfortunately, because Gonzalez was just a little bit better. The same thing with Harper McGinnis. They were both mid 70s, upper 70s, so I want to get those guys in. But we wanted to see what he can do here, and he's moved over to second base after getting an early base hit to start this game, and we might be able to get a little run scoring opportunity here. 2 outs. Still Walker batting over 400 to start the young season off. 0-2. Chops this one on the ground to third base. He will go ahead and make the throw over to first. Got him. Great play there to go ahead and make something happen. And now with just 1 out, he's back up to bat. Runner at first base. Gets a pitch that's kind of good to hit. Chest level, but he got underneath it as it skied out to left field. Easy play, easy catch. And we'll run it back top of the 5th. They're still down 4-0 though. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get any runs across any other hits in here. First pitch swinging again on the 4-seamer, and so far that quirk isn't quirking, I guess, because that was not it either. As we go bottom of the 6th here, 1 out. Jimmy up to bat. This will go on the ground to the corner. Great diving play to stop it. The throw will go over to first base. Got him. That's what happens when you have good fielding. The reaction time was a little bit slow, but good fielding. He was able to go ahead and glove it. Good enough arm strength and accuracy that he was able to make the throw cleanly. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get the win, but I like what I saw out of him. I think he's a very solid player, has a lot of potential to grow. Now, he's only got C potential, so that ceiling floor is limited. But, if he plays hard enough, he still will get the same opportunities that the others got. Now, as I said earlier, Harper McGinnis, 74 overall. He's got first base possibilities. Great contact. Power is decent, but better against lefties. Vision's a little bit better, and his fielding is honestly, overall, probably about the same. But he's up at AAA because he was able to go to spring and have a decent time there. He's batting .242 in the short season. Only 2 doubles, 6 Ks, a .303 slugging percentage. As we want to see what he can do too, because I'm confused. He's got a decent his overall is already better than what his potential is. So what kind of progression are we going to see, and what kind of player is he going to turn into? Now Carson Spires up on the mound. We'll at least get to see some action from him swinging through that 4-seamer. He must not have that, what was that, red eye? The ability to hit the 4-seamer is good, but this one's going to be slicing into the glove of the right fielder. I thought we might have had a deep one there, but not able to get enough mustard on it. 2-0 in his very next at bat, bottom of the 3rd. We are down 4-1 against these bats, who, if you guys remember, are the Reds affiliates from back when we did our Reds rebuild. He's already got a full count. Daniel Cabrera's on deck circle, who also had a little bit of time in spring training, did okay. Got froze by the 4-seamer. Have to leave it up to his teammates as he walks on back, and it's not been a very productive day. 0 for 3. Haven't been able to hit well with him here today. Just haven't been seeing the ball all too well. Not getting lucky enough, but here we have bases loaded. 2 outs. Nick Niedert on the mound. He works a full count, or evened up count here that turns full after that 4-seamer misses high and away. We walk home and run 3-2. Gets one upstairs. He's going to drive that one towards the gap, and it will bloop right into the glove of the outfielder. Not enough strength behind it. Probably didn't get all the wood behind that one, and we ended up going to extra innings in this one. McKinnon's unfortunately not doing the best as far as helping out the squad. 0 for 6 on the day, but we managed to pull out a W here, man. 6-5 victory in a 12-inning extra inning ball game. Now, it just sucks that the guy we were looking at didn't have a good game, but Daniel Cabrera, 4 for 5 on a double and an RBI. He had a great game. 2 for 6 for Jonathan Scope, who we have down here. 2 for 6 for Gage Workman. A lot of 2 for games going on down here, and it really helped lead us to this great victory. Unfortunately, didn't get to join in on the hit party with 17 hits as a team, and Kevin Castro not getting the dub, but 5 innings, 4 earned runs, strong, as he looked pretty good. Now we're going to take another trip down to AA, because I did forget about my young catcher, John Hayes, 62 overall, C potential. Has plenty of room to grow, but the contact numbers and the vision numbers are so high. His fielding is okay. Even his block rating, just doesn't have a strong arm, but batting .417, just slightly under 500. My boy is looking very, very good at the AA level to start off the young season. And he'll be going up against Robert Coley. As we're looking to, down here in AA, you play basically 5-game sets, so you're playing the same team all the way throughout, which does kind of make it easier for travel. It's a starting pitcher. You play basically whoever the first person was playing, you can play them too. Sometimes it's a 6-game series, you got to play it twice, but it is what it is. It helps out with their traveling budget because, they probably don't have a whole lot of money done in the minor league system because they're too busy paying the Shohei Ohtanis and Aaron Judges of the world. Now, if they didn't want to pay them so much, they might be able to do a little bit of something down here. But unfortunately, just like that strikeout, these players got to go sit down and stay in their lane. So we go here near the end of the game. Not much action from John Hayes. He was not able to really kind of get anything going. Behind the plate, he looked pretty good as far as fielding and blocking some stuff. But we'll have to see what he turns into, because my man is a very good hitter, has very good vision, decent defense. We just got to see what kind of player he develops into as we look to see who can be the catcher of the future, as we do have one that's decently young, but we still want to keep that farm system rotating around, so that way we're not having to rebuild a position because we looked at it too late. So we're able to go ahead and get this dub here, 1-0, or loss here, my fault. We lost 1-0 as Maffei, 7 innings strong, gave up 1 earned run. We just weren't able to get any offense. As we go ahead and take things back to the major league level, after sweeping the Cubs, we lose the first 2 to the Guardians, and we walk into a game 3 situation here where we just lost 7-10, 0-1. Then Framber Valdez gets hurt in this game. We lose 3-6, so we get swept by Cleveland. Now we're down to a 5-8 record while they move up to 8-5. And it's not good to lose games in a division like this. Only 4 hits in this first game where we got no earned runs. Wasn't able to make anything happen. Here in the next one, we dropped 7. Got 17 hits. Probably could have got a couple more runs as Gonzalez hit another home run. But Luis Severino, the worst start I think I've ever seen him have. 3 innings, 7 earned. And then Jackson Joe, 3 earned runs off the bench. Him in the long reliever role is looking kind of questionable right now. Season's still early, so I don't want to make any big moves yet, but it's looking very questionable. And the next day we give up 6 here because Valdez gives up 4 in the first inning before getting hurt. And then a better start from him. 2 earned runs, 5 innings, basically like as a starter. I don't know how he does that, but we'll just have to take it. When he does have those good long relief innings, it'll help lower his ERA and make me want to keep him up here. But as far as putting him in the rotation, he's got a long way to go as we are here in beautiful Comerica Park for our full game experience today. As we're going up against them Brahmers, man. The New York Yankees are coming into town 1 game over 500 while we're looking to get our season back on track here against a heavy hitting lineup and a great pitching staff. So we will be starting off, though, with our pitcher, Casey Mize. After getting that complete game shutout earlier, he's looking to come back and answer up with it. Have another good start, a .8 whip in 15 innings, 11 hits, 16 Ks. He's worked that ERA down to a 2.4. And we'll see what kind of start he's able to go ahead and give us here today against this starting Yankees lineup. And it looks like the first man we'll have to face up is Anthony Volpe. 1.54 average this season. Hasn't been hitting too well as a leadoff spot as well. Having leadoff batter troubles here from a young, very highly touted prospect. So kind of in the same boat as us. Unfortunately, they've been able to make out more wins. As you can see, even at 5-8, though, we're still 3rd in the division. So still possible to obviously make this comeback. It's a long season, but it's not like we're even like drastically out of this. We're not in last place or anything. Great throw over there to first base. Great play by Guerrero there to start the game off flashy. Sprinting in to go ahead and make that play and throw over to first. I love that. And then Lopez checking his swing there for the 2-2. There it is. Good strikeout upstairs by Casey Mize. Sometimes you just gotta wonder. His release is kind of slow. He has that little pause right there, pause at the top, and maybe that kind of throws hitters off too as well. You expect him to be fluid all the way through, and those little pauses can kind of throw up your rhythm at the plate. And so far, at least this first inning, it was very effective, going up 1-2-3. And for us, we have to go up against Tyler Anderson. His 2 starts have been good this year as well. Very low whip, almost below 1. ERA is just slightly over 3. But now our offense is hitting on all cylinders. You see Morris is back over 300 now. And that's what we need. If we're going to get this team off to better starts, we got to have the guys hitting a little bit better. And if he's hitting 300, that's going to make the guys behind him hit just slightly better. Ooh, good call. I love that. Look at that. Yankees 7-6. They're 4th in their division. So we would be dead last over in the AL East. So I'm glad we play in the division that we do. As this is chopped up the middle. Hit off the arm of the pitcher. Throw will go over to first base for the out. Just got lucky that time there. If you're the Yankees, that could have been a base hit to start things off. You know what that speed is if it's dangerous. As Riley Green takes the 0-2 pitch, pops it up. Had to swing at it, though. That would have been a strike. So can't even be mad at it. Akil Baddoo batting just under 400 now. As he's starting to, I guess you could say, cool off a little bit, but still 390 is very, very good through, the first couple weeks of the season. Unfortunately, it's not good enough to keep you from freezing up on that 4-seamer low. Alexander's release is kind of weird, too, as well. Wonky kind of like freezes there at the top. Look, freeze, double bounces his leg. It was kind of throwing me off as a hitter. I was kind of like watching it and like it would throw off my focus on watching the pitch. So a lot of these you'll see are just late or maybe just early. Like there, that one very late. Kind of wasn't paying attention to it. But we popped this one up for the second out of the inning. And then you got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. coming up here. See, Takes the first four-seamer he sees. Very late on it again. Takes this one out to the side. And he's only one home run away from 200 for the career. We would love to get that here as he freezes him on the upstairs four-seamer. Let that one go by. He's a little angry. Thinks it could have been called a ball, but nah, that was definitely a strike. Caught a lot of the plate there for that one. So go ahead up to the top of the fifth. And now we see our first hit of the game. Is Gleyber Torres is going to go ahead and get this one down. This will go up against the wall for a nice double. And with no outs, this puts us in a great possibility here to maybe get some runs. Maybe we're finally starting to get to Anderson here as Gonzalez is going to come up next. Chop this one right back to the pitcher. And unfortunately, by the auto running and stuff like that, he went back to second base. Probably a smart move. They probably would have threw him out at third. I'm not sure how the AI works in this one. But now we have Keith Clemens coming up, who's been struggling. So we moved him down here to the 7th spot, if you remember. But same result here. Chopped it over to third base. Not able to move up. And just how the inning started is how it looks like it's about to finish. Is Torkelson watches his first pitch. A circle change off the plate. Upstairs with the four-seamer. Still missing. 2-0. Gets a good circle change up top. But right to the right fielder. Barely had to move for that one. And just like that, we squandered the leadoff double opportunity. Now back to Casey Mize, who's been killing up to this point. You see, it's still a goose egg. Going into his 6th inning. Pitch count's a little bit high, though. He's at 71 now. Chopped this one on the ground. And Torkelson, who dives past it. Not able to make the play on that one. And they got a leadoff base hit now. Perfect opportunity for them to maybe get something going across. I think that's 80 speed over there with only 12 steal, though, so we can kind of watch out for it. But this is going to be a ball. It's going to get towards the gap, and it will get down. Jones takes a decent angle to it. Takes his time throwing it in, though, as the runner's going to go ahead and come to the plate. Cutoff man, not in time. The Yankees come around first with the first run of the ball game, and there's still no outs, and that runner is at second base. And it's flipped to the top of the lineup now, so we'll have to see if Casey Mize is able to get out of this. Round over to Torkelson, who will take it himself. But that runner is able to advance now. So if we can go ahead and get out of this with Casey Mize, it might be the end of his days. This was popped out to Green. He catches. They're going to test the arm. They must not know who's in our outfield. That is a clean throw, and he's out by a mile. That boy needs a gold glove. He's done that so many times that we've seen. Look at the catch. Giving it all for his body. Tumbling down to the ground. And that was just a laser. Right to the catcher. One hop catch. And he got time to wait on him. Unfortunately, though, good defensive plays came a little bit too late. As now we're down 1-0. We need to find a little bit of offense for our guys. Anderson is in here. Already got one out, though, but Torres takes the 2-2 count and singles it back up the middle. And pitch count is getting high for Anderson. With that base hit, they're going to go ahead and try to bring in the bullpen. So the skipper will come out, going to relieve him of duties, but a very solid day. 6 1/3 is not too bad. No earned runs. They wanted to get him out, though, before he was able to give up one. They want to try to keep this 1-0 lead as long as possible. Entering the game is Christopher Sanchez. 4 games this season, 7.5 ERA, though, so you already know we're looking to kind of tee off, as that is not exactly what you probably want to come into with the one-run league, especially lefties hitting very good against him. We have some good lefties in our lineup. Keith Clemens. We do have Akil Baddoo, Boris Jones. Right up at the plate right now, Fernando Gonzalez, who chops this one on the ground, though, to second base. The throw will go over and pull him off the bag. Hey, we'll take anything we can get, and that error might be enough to get us this dub. As next up, we have Keith Clemens. Back-to-back lefties, and a circle change is left middle of the plate, but it will be left into the middle of a glove, as that will not move up the runners at all. 2 outs. Now we go back to Spencer Torkelson. 1-1 count. Sinker off the plate. Deep. Right field. Just got there before the warning track. I assumed it was going to be a fly ball, but that was starting to carry a little bit. Winds might be picking up. As we go into our bullpen, one of our long relievers, Jordan Hicks. As this could just be a game where, if we don't score any runs, I'll just let him pitch all the way through. If we do, he'll at least be getting, the 7th, 8th. But we're going to jump here to the 9th, as we still have yet to get the lead back. First 2 pitches kind of off and wild. Maybe he's not fully warmed up. He's kind of getting there as he goes to a quick 3-0 count. There we go. Finally getting one across there with the 4-seamer. Just letting that work. Not able to get that one. 5-pitch walk is not how you want to start your day at the bullpen, but we will kind of take it here as you got Anthony Velope coming up yet again. And he chops this one over to Guerrero, who will take it. Throw goes to second base for 1. Not going to be able to get the transition in time to get it back over to first base, though. So only able to get the 1 there. Still a chance for another double play as this gets a base hit into the outfield. Nicky Lopez trying to get a rally started for the Yanks. As Aaron Judge is up next, and we get lucky and blessed as he flies that sinker out to green. This time they're going to be smart and not test the arm, but that throw was offline. Maybe he only throws perfectly to the plate. They probably should have tested that at third base then. Marcus Siemens up next. Flies this one. Left center field. Jones is getting on his horse, though, to try to track it down. Long run. Got it with the outstretched arm. That's why you get some speed in center field. As they'll go to their bullpen now. Raisel Iglesias, 3 saves, 4 opportunities. Must be their closer. And he was 2024 reliever of the year, actually. So, you know, he's definitely going to come in here and try to shut this one down. But we have 5, 6, and 7 coming up in 5 with Gleyber Torres. It's 2 for 3. This leaves a perfect opportunity for us to go to get something going here. That 4-seamer is hit back foul, but that was a beautiful one right down the middle. If you don't hit those beautiful ones, you know what happens. The very next thing you do is fly out. Good timing on that 4-seamer down the middle. Just not enough power to get it to go anywhere. And it'll be up to the rookie, Fernando Gonzalez. You try to do something with this game. Slider left upstairs. Pulls it foul. We need him to make a play here if possible. 0-1. Gets another one upstairs, and that is a moonshot. Long gone out into the, I don't even know if that's like the exit tunnels for the players, the bullpen, whatever it is. That ball is long gone and has left the park. 3rd home run this season. The first time that we've hit one with him this regular season. And he is looking like the game winner right there. That is going to be the tying run to get us back in this thing 1-1 and at least say extra innings for us. But that was so clutch to have happen at the exact moment that we needed it to. Tried to get another slider up. This time he missed. Wasn't in on the hands. It was out over the plate. And you saw he just tore that ball to smithereens. He just sitting back on it. Taking that thing out of here. The bat flip is clean. Looking surprised. That thing just, look at it. Leaving the whole. Ooh, we hit that hit it here sign. Okay. I feel like the fans should get like free tacos or something for that. Or what's a Detroit staple food? I don't know. Y'all gotta let me know. What's a Detroit staple food? What would they be getting up there? What's the best thing? What are they known for? What's something I can go up there and only get there? Now we'll jump back into the game though. Get off food talk before I get hungry. As now we're down to 2 outs. Torkelson swinging at 2 very bad pitches. If we want to keep this rally going, it's not going to happen right now as that circle change gets him to swing and miss as well. And we're going to go ahead and see extra innings. You see Jordan Hicks is going to go ahead and pitch through these extras. We got that go-ahead runner at second base. Alex Verdugo is up at the plate. And the first thing he does is he chops this one out to Jones. He's coming in on his horse and he'll glove it. Great speed in center field once again, showing it off. As we're able to go ahead and make things happen. Austin Meadows will come up next. If you guys remember him from the Red Series too. I know I got to shout out all my former Reds players. That's going to be a steal attempt down to third. Not in time. He's safe in there at the plate. Good steal though from Marcus. I thought we might have had him. Probably because of the fact we threw that circle change in there. But it's okay. With a full count here, Jason Dominguez is up. They're going to get him going around the slider. I love it. So that's an easy strikeout, and that's exactly what we need. Any other kind of out would have probably scored the run across. As we're going to go ahead and get another strikeout here. Great play to go ahead in the 10th. And we'll go to the bottom of the 10th with the runner at second base of our own. Harry Ford is up. As they went ahead and scored their run across 2-1. Now we need to go ahead and make something happen with ours too as well. Ford. Ball gets away. Runner's going to be able to move up to third base, and with no outs, any kind of run could bring across the tying run and make us at least go to 11. First goal is to not lose. Second goal is to win. Swing and a miss over the top, though. That strikeout will make us have to wait one more batter. He's going to go take it back to the dugout. We go back to the top of our lineup. Morris Jones, 1 for 4 on the day. Can we make it 2 for 5? As that gets into the outfield, it'll be gloved. But thankfully, this looks like it'll be a sac fly with 92 speed coming to the plate. Nice and easy. So now it's a 2-2 game here. Akil Baddoo is now up. Can we keep this rally going with 2 outs? And we're going to keep going for at least one more batter. That's a base hit up the middle. There y'all boys go. Let's put in a little bit of work. Get guys around. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is up next. 3-1. Ooh. Got lucky that was a home run number 200. Full count now. Upstairs. That's a high drive going deep back center field, but it will be gloved in. Ways away before the warning track, and we'll have to go back to our pitcher, Jordan Hicks. I'm going to go ahead and let him get this 11th inning if he can. Ball starting to get a little bit wild, though, as that'll be a walk that gets bent over to first base. And now at first and second, they're going to try to bunt here with Anthony. Ooh, this one's a little bit hard. Guerrero's going to come in, throw over to second base. We got one. Not going to get the double play, though. But at least that opens up the door for a double play. If we had went to first base, it would have been second and third with only one out. They're going to pop this one up on the bunt attempt, though. Ricky Lopez does not do his job. But they're able to go ahead and get back and make it right. I cannot believe he popped up the bunt attempts. And now just like that, this fly ball, instead of scoring a run, goes in and it gets us into the bottom of the 11th with a chance to win this game. And honestly, the way our team has been hitting, I might even take up the strategy that they just had. Laboratories 2 for 4, double and a single today. We have a runner at second base. But why not go and try it? We're going to lay down a bunt here. First pitch, chopped it over to third base. That's a good bunt. Runner's going to get to third base, and he's going to be okay over at first with the out. We'll go ahead and concede to that, take that. No problems at all. Fernando Gonzalez, who hit the game-tying home run. Some should say maybe we should let him swing the bat. I was kind of debating it myself. He's done good, 2 for 4 today. But I'm going to go ahead and lay down this bunt. Suicide. We had him stealing. He's going to score with these. You might as well not even throw that rock. It's a 3-2 victory for your Detroit Tigers. Offense has been a struggle. Some games the pitching has been a struggle. So when that happens, you got to win by any means necessary. And any means necessary today meant 2 bunts. Now, don't get me wrong. The suicide bunt was risky. If he had missed, we would have definitely been out. So that's what I was banking this game on. And then, you know what they say, ball doesn't lie. The team that deserves to win will win. And we walk out of this thing with a 1-0 series lead against the New York Yankees. 3-2 game. 7 hits as a team, contributing 1 error to it as well. Jordan Hicks gets his first win of the season. And we're able to get that dub off of Brito to go ahead and get things out of here. And as we look at these box scores, man, 2 for 5 day, home run, 2 RBIs for our player of the game, and rookie Fernando Gonzalez. My boy played great here today. Him and Gleyber Torres, the only guys with 2 hit games. Nobody after Gonzalez had a hit. We had 7 as a team total. Gonzalez's 2 RBIs puts him at 7. Morris Jones is at 5. Guerrero Jr.'s second stolen base of the season. And then Casey Mize, 8 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned, 7 Ks. ERA is now below 2. I can't even chalk this one up to him. That's a great start. That's a fantastic start. We have to get more offense. We have to get guys around if we want to be able to come back in this team under this division and be right. Now we have Adam Little as a 100% scouted. Now he'll be between 73 and 88, so most likely a B potential. Probably come in around a low 60 overall. He'll have good contact, better against lefties. Powers will be about middle of the way. Vision will be good. Discipline will be good. He'll have good fielding and reaction. But as far as the actual fielding attributes, not enough, and has slipped back to 34 on our board. So not 100% sure if this is a guy I would sign or a draft. But glad we have him 100% scouted, so I'll know exactly, you know, what some of the other guys around him can do. So looking at some of our other recently scouted players, we definitely want to look for different things that we could be eyeballing, maybe big major positions if there's a couple people, or looking at one specific person if somebody is that interesting to us. First base, you can see the progression on a couple of those guys. Left field, there's David Valenzuela here. He's 20, moved up to 28 on our board. A lot of power, still a chance to be in the 90s, and good speed. So power, speed, outfielder. I'm not completely mad at. Chance for 67 to 95 potential here. With Homer, we have 80 to 99 potential, which I think looks really nice. Up to 42 on our board. A lot of power here from Willie Pappas as well. 70 to 94 on his potential. Power in the 90s. There's a lot of good options there in the left field spots. It's just about, you know, making sure some of these guys get scouted. You see only 8% there, 10% there. So they're definitely some of the guys that we're not looking at right now. We got to look at what areas that they are in so that we can kind of get better interest for those people. Looking at first base too as well, as this guy has great hitting stats, good fielding stats too. From Tennessee, Ken Karuri. Chance for 58 to 92 on his potential. So I think that's definitely something I might want to look at least for right now. Those were some really good hitting stats. We already have first baseman and left fielders internationally, so I might have to go first baseman in the what would Tennessee be, like the Eastern region? Of course, we got to look and see if there's any other players too, like worth it for that specific thing, or do we want to just go ahead and go get that one person? But I'm going to go ahead and try to look at the whole thing as a unit, see what other first basemen are out there as far as in the East, and we'll go ahead and kind of run with that as far as our scouting for week 3. Now, video is not done. Still got a couple more to go through. As you see, we ended up winning the first 2 games against the Yankees by the same exact score, 3-2. Lose game 3 as Valdez finally comes off his injury, and then back-to-back losses, 1-10 and then 4-12. This is a lot of runs being given up by our pitching staff. Something's got to stop. Jackson Joe ends up getting the start here because I forgot to put Valdez back in. But both of them did trash. 1 2/3, 5 earned. 4 2/3, 3 earned.
both ERAs are very high, and it just looks like that signing is not exactly working out right now. And I don't know. I'll be patient to see if maybe he turns it around, but it's looking like something I might have to just go ahead and maybe make a trade. Maybe try to get somebody else in. We'll just suffer with Jackson Jobe and bring up somebody in the bullpen and then try again next year. But, hopefully he's able to turn the season around, because that 8 ERA got to go somewhere. You see, we're 8-11, 4.5 games back of the Guardians, who are 12-6. So you have some climbing to get back into it. It looks like the Guardians and White Sox are going to be the two leading the division this year. We're going to, of course, move back to Valdez, get over, but he's actually declining right now. He's at 87 overall now. Severino's declining too as well at 85. Thankfully, Tariq and Casey are still doing okay, but Matt Manning's even decreasing. He's down to 81. Jackson Jobe is, holding steady. So it's crazy that we're seeing guys like actually decreasing. Of course, I'm looking down here to see, what could possibly come up. And Kyle Busch is looking interesting. 1.48 ERA, 1.3 WHIP, only 73 overall, but maybe he's ready for long relief work. If Jackson Jobe isn't going to get his ERA right, could be a possibility. Of course, we could bring up a reliever too. Like you see, Jerome Mantle there was putting up good numbers. Our closers are looking decent. And then we go down here to AA. See if anybody might be ready for that move to AAA. You see Todd Alexander here is looking pretty good. Of course, he better. But he was looking trash at AAA. So that's the only reason he even went down here. Of course, the bullpen is looking fire over there. But as far as our top guys, Bennett Henderson here, 3 saves, 2 blown. Looks like he's going through a couple of growing pains at the AA level. But I definitely wanted to get him in, getting playing time instead of having him just at single A. As far as the starters, a couple of ERAs a little bit higher than I want them to be, but we'll survive. And then looking at our lineup here, you got Morris Jones playing good now. Green still hitting at 210. Kibadu's over 300. Guerrero hitting where I need him to. Torres is hitting above where I've projected him to be. Keith Clemens is still not hitting good. Fernando Gonzalez is batting 260. Torkelson at 240. And then Harry Ford is hitting very well at the 9 spot. I definitely want to keep that there so that the lineup flips a lot and rotates. Now, you see a little bit more of lineup changing here. Just trying to figure out any and everything to maximize our potential and get some of these guys in here that can actually hit. So I'm moving Akil to the 2 spot, Torres to the 3, and we'll let Guerrero stay at the 4. He's our best power hitter, so I want him to stay at the 4 rather than the 3. But I'll do that simple switch and then move Green to the 5, go Gonzalez, Clemens, Torkelson, and we'll let that kind of rock as far as ending out the rest of the batting order. So if you guys like that order, let me know. Let me know what changes you guys might make to it yourself, or how you guys think everything is going so far in the season. Let me know if it's too early to be thinking about trades. I mean, we're only 3 under 500, but from a team that almost had 100 wins 2 years ago, I'm trying to find any kind of success to get us back to that. And this is not that. So we'll figure it out. We'll fix the ship, and hopefully that lineup change maybe even moves it around. Maybe it's just the early season slump. I'm looking for us to turn it around in any means necessary. So next time out, we'll be kind of getting through a little bit more of April. I'm not sure if I want to pick up the pace or slow down the pace of the season yet, since it's still fresh. But next episode will tell us what kind of pace we'll be going at for the end of the season. So hope you guys are enjoying. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below if you guys are rocking with your boy still and you guys are enjoying the series. And as always, share out with more people. Road to 1K. Comment the feedback so I can talk with you guys too as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next video, man. It's me, your boy SGG, aka the SmooveGotGame. aka what? aka the King of Games, SmooveGotGame, and GM Smooth. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Man, I'm gone.